Alright, so picture this. There's this thing, this statue, right? It's called SCP-173, but most people just call it the sculpture. It's the one that kicked off this whole massive crazy world of the SCP Foundation. This isn't your average garden gnome or some fancy marble thing you'd see in a museum. No, no, no. This thing is made of concrete and rebar, with these weird, spray-painted markings that look like a face. It's got these big, creepy eyes that just seem to stare right through you. It's super unsettling, and honestly, it's the kind of thing you'd see in a nightmare and never, ever forget. It just stands there looking all innocent, but trust me, it's anything but. The whole story of SCP-173 started way back in 2007. It popped up on the /x/board of 4chan, which is like the internet's home for all things paranormal and spooky. Someone posted this picture of a really bizarre-looking sculpture and wrote a short, creepy story about it. They gave it the designation SCP-173 and laid out the basic rules. You have to look at it, always. The post was so simple, yet so terrifyingly effective. It described this creature that was perfectly still when you watched it, but the second you blinked or looked away, it would move at incredible speeds. It was this genius idea that hooked people immediately. According to the lore of the SCP Foundation, they officially found this thing way back in 1993. The Foundation, this secret organization that contains all these weird anomalies to protect the world, got reports of something strange. They tracked it down and managed to secure it, moving it to one of their most famous facilities, Site-19. Can you imagine being one of those first agents? Walking into a room and seeing this statue, not knowing what it could do. They had to figure out its bizarre nature the hard way, probably through some terrifying trial and error that we can only guess at. It was the first of its kind, the original anomaly that set the standard. What makes SCP-173 so absolutely bone-chilling is its main ability. As long as you have a direct line of sight on it, it's completely inanimate. It's just a weird-looking statue. But the moment you break that line of sight, if you blink, turn your head, or if the lights go out for a split second, it moves. And it doesn't just shuffle a bit. It can cross an entire room in the blink of an eye, literally. Its whole purpose seems to be to get close to any living person and snap their neck at the base of the skull. It's fast, it's silent, and it's incredibly deadly. That's why the simplest rule is the most important one. Because of its terrifying speed and aggression, keeping SCP-173 locked up is a top priority for the Foundation. They have these super strict rules called special containment procedures. It's kept in a locked container at all times, a big secure box. No one is allowed to go into its container alone, ever. There have to be at least 3 people in there at once. This isn't just for company, it's a life or death rule. The whole idea is that while one person might need to blink, the other 2 can keep their eyes glued to the statue. It's a terrifying, high-stakes staring contest where the price of losing is your life. The procedure is incredibly specific. When personnel enter the container, 2 people must always maintain eye contact with SCP-173, while the third person does whatever they need to do, like cleaning the cell. They have to call out every single time they are about to blink, so someone else can make sure their own eyes are wide open. Imagine the pressure. You're in a room with this thing, and you have to coordinate your blinks with your coworkers. If there's a power failure, or if someone messes up, it's game over. The speed at which this thing moves means that a single mistake, a single moment of shared distraction, would be catastrophic for everyone inside. The cell itself has to be cleaned regularly. Why? Because the statue mysteriously produces this gross mixture of blood and feces on the floor of its cell. Nobody knows where it comes from or why it happens, which just adds another layer of pure weirdness to the whole thing. So, every 2 weeks the D-Class personnel, the Foundation's disposable test subjects, have to go in and clean it up. It's considered one of the most nerve-wracking jobs at the entire facility. The constant tension, the need for perfect communication, and the disgusting mess make it an absolute nightmare assignment that everyone dreads. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding SCP-173 is where it came from. Who made it? Was it an artist with some kind of dark, supernatural power? Was it created by some ancient cult? Or did it just appear out of nowhere, an alien thing from another dimension? The SCP Foundation has no idea. There are no records of its creation, no artist's signature, nothing. This complete lack of an origin story makes it even scarier. It's not just a monster, it's an enigma, a question mark made of concrete and hate. This unknown origin is a key part of what makes the entire SCP universe so compelling and spooky. SCP-173 isn't just another spooky monster, it's the one that started it all. It was the very first entry on the SCP Wiki, the foundation of the entire universe. That original post inspired a wave of creative writing with people inventing their own anomalies and containment procedures. The SCP Foundation became a collaborative fiction project, open to anyone with a wild idea. Without SCP-173 there would be no Foundation, no iconic creatures like the hard-to-destroy reptile or the plague doctor. It's the granddaddy of them all. The clinical scientific tone of SCP files made the horror feel real, and the format let creativity run wild. Sometimes a simple idea, a statue that moves when you blink, is all you need to create lasting fear. That single statue sparked a global community, with thousands of stories and creators. SCP-173 wasn't just a monster, it was the beginning of a universe. The influence of SCP-173 didn't just stay on the wiki. Nope, it broke out into the wider world of pop culture, especially in video games. One of the most famous examples is the game SCP Containment Breach. In that game, you play as a D-class personnel trying to escape Site-19 during a massive containment failure, and guess who's hunting you down the entire time? That's right, our good old friend SCP-173. The game perfectly captures the terror of the original story because it forces you to manage a blink meter. You have to consciously keep from blinking while this statue is hunting you, and it is absolutely terrifying. Its presence in games and other media introduced a whole new generation of people to the SCP universe. Many people, myself included, probably discovered the SCP Foundation because they saw a YouTuber play Containment Breach, or another game inspired by it. Its simple but brilliant mechanic is perfect for horror games. It creates this constant tension that few other monsters can match. The fear isn't just about a jump scare, it's about the psychological stress of knowing that the moment you let your guard down, the moment you blink, you're done for. It's a masterclass in horror design. Even today, years after it first appeared, people are still talking about SCP-173. It's a true icon of internet horror, right up there with Slender Man. There are countless animations, fan films, pieces of fan art, and discussions all dedicated to this one concrete statue. What's amazing is that the original image of the sculpture, which was a piece of art called Untitled 2004 by Japanese artist Izumi Kato, became so famous that it's now inseparable from the SCP story. It's a perfect fusion of a creepy image and an even creepier story that created a legend. In the end, SCP-173 is more than just the first SCP, it's a symbol of creativity and collaborative storytelling on the internet. It shows how a simple, spooky idea can grow into a massive, beloved universe that continues to inspire people every single day. From a mysterious post on a random forum to a global phenomenon, the sculpture has cemented its place in horror history. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most terrifying things are the ones you can't see moving. So whatever you do, keep your eyes open. Don't blink. Don't even think about blinking. If you want even deeper insights into other SCPs, drop a comment below and hit subscribe for more shocking secrets.